Hey everyone, it's James. I am back with your Survivor and Amazing Race recaps for last week. Just so you know, you can catch new episodes of Survivor and Amazing Race tonight. But before we get started, I just want to take a few minutes to wish everyone who is watching a safe and happy holiday. Please, I hope you all enjoy your Thanksgiving with your families tomorrow. And as I always say, remember more than ever this weekend to enjoy one another's company and love one another. But with that being said, here's your Survivor recap for last week. So as you remember, MC was voted out last week in a shocking blindside. So you may think the power may have shifted, but you don't know for sure what's going on unless you really pay attention to the social game. But we'll get to that in a second. We start with a very competitive reward challenge. It's a 4-on-4 competition. The yellow side dominates again, but Christina decides that she's going to give up her reward and give it to Juwan. So therefore, he joined the winning team and got a chance to enjoy some fried chicken, french fries, and cheesecake and blueberries for dessert. Then we get to the immunity challenge. Basically, this is another mind over matter. All you have to do is hold a weight with your feet as long as you can. But this time there's a twist. Instead of just one person winning immunity, there are 2 immunity necklaces. So the one man and one woman would win. So we get a challenge where it's basically mind over matter, and Steven tries to woo everybody with a bunch of scientific facts to distract them. And it worked. Steven wins for the men, and Savannah won immunity once again for the women. So therefore, only 6 castaways were vulnerable at Tribal Council. So we get to Tribal, and Alex was voted out in a surprise maneuver. So again, the power continues to shift. So we'll have to wait and see what happens this week. Especially with only 2 or 3 episodes to go, anything can happen at this stage. Now, as far as Amazing Race is concerned, this week the remaining teams were taken to Greece. And many historians may know that Greece was actually the birthplace of the first democracy. And that comes into play right at the start in a very big way. Because the teams endured a double U-turn vote. So, in case you don't know, a double U-turn basically means that 2 teams are forced to do both sides of the detour. But this time, it was a live vote. So, therefore, there was no secret as to who U-turned who. The twist came because we knew pretty easily that Tucker and Eric were going to be handicapped. And Jez and Jag were going to be handicapped. But there was actually a twist. Taylor and her partner were also handicapped because the second spot for the U-turn vote ended in a tie. So therefore, 3 teams had to do both sides of the detour. So after all of that, Jez and Jag end up winning the leg. And in a stunning upset, Tucker and Eric after winning 4 legs in a row, find themselves getting eliminated by circumstance because they had to do both sides and they couldn't come back. So we'll have to wait and see what happens tonight. And a reminder, you can catch new episodes of Survivor and Amazing Race tonight as part of Thanksgiving week only CBS. So make sure you check that out. And I'll be back with the details of this past weekend's Full Gear event and possibly a SmackDown watch along this Friday. So stay tuned. In the meantime, again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And remember, love one another. Thank you.